we move into study section 4, which talks about scientific methods and revolutions and relationship between science and culture. Introduction. Scientific methods. The spiritual tradition and the technical tradition of society, as presented by the priests and scribes and artisans, are carried to some extent. You discover that, but not as bad as the thing, because without them, we wouldn't have moved to where we are today. They dictated the pace of scientific development until philosophy emerged as a distinct field of study. Yeah, before the emergence of philosophy in ancient Greece. But remember, we should get one thing in mind. Each time we mention philosophy, we refer to ancient Greece. But remember that before them, cultures have civilizations, and civilizations come and go. The point I want to make here is that philosophy existed in ancient Egypt, in Timbuktu, before Greece. That's what I want to make here. The only point I want to make here. But the only difference is that that of Greece and Timbuktu were more, those of them were more organized. That of Egypt and Timbuktu it was called mistress system. That's why we usually refer to that of Egypt as Egyptian mistress system. It was not that organized. So they dictated the pace of scientific development until philosophy emerged as a distinct field of study. So there were different methods of science for different ages. These methods, none of them was bad because they served such cultures, such ages, such epochs. Let's move on. What is scientific method? The scientific method is the way of asking and answering scientific questions by making observations and doing experiments. It's a process of experimentation that is used to explore observations and answer questions. It's a process, and processes are organized. A process is an organized way of saying things, or defining things, or doing whatever anybody wishes to do. So scientists use the scientific method to search for cause and effect relationships in nature. Without that process, there will be nothing like answer to some of those things. Because when these methods are there, you'll be able to explore what cause to effect. In other words, they design an experiment so that changes to one item cause something else to vary in a predictable way. If you remember the term predictable, we have used it before. Without prediction, there will be nothing like science. Prediction takes science a lot. So let's move on. The methodology of scientific research. Scientific research or method involve the following steps. A. Identification of the problem. A problem has to be identified first. If there's a problem, they will identify that problem. It's only when we're able to identify such problem or a problem that we know we can improve. Then, when we identify a problem, we begin to look for ways of collecting data collection. We begin to look around to see how such thing has happened in society before, where it has happened. The conjecture. Conjecture is a process. It's not a process per se, because it lacks set rules, it lacks laws. Conjectures are just ideas that people generate to know whether some of these whether it can work or whether they can work. They are just ideas that people generate. Highly subjective, they are not objective. And that's why we cannot call it hypothesis, we cannot call it law. Because of hypotheses. Hypotheses are quasi laws. They are not laws. They are hypotheses. That's why we say they are hypothetical. They are quasi. Then you test and substantiate the hypothesis. When you test the hypothesis and it works, then you move to theory construction. Begin to talk of theory construction. And that's how it works.